Important live, man. How everybody doing today? Hope everybody blessed to see another day. Hope life is not knocking you down too hard. If it is, keep persevering, keep striving, keep going. Don't quit. Hold your head up. Wait for these notifications to come out real quick. Alright, boom. Notification just went out. Give a couple seconds for some people to come in. Sorry about that, guys. Got my moderator with me in the building. Also, when you come into the chat, don't forget to like, subscribe, keep everything positive, keep everything under this green light as you see. The green light it goes with the heart chakra. So that's what we're pushing, that green light, that positivity. Also, you can send us gifts and things of that nature as well too, right? Go check out all our music on all streaming platforms, all right? Now, about to get into it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as I can, all right? Let's get rolling this morning. Let's get into it. Let's get this information out. Lately, we've been talking about Adam, Carmen, the Adama Project, Adam, a worker made to order, things of that nature, right? So that's what we're going to kind of continue to go on. Somebody comment. So that's what we're going to continue to go on, right? So now we're talking about some of the scientists and the chosen physicians to take up the Adama Project, right? Let's get into it. Lo, the time had come for the special breeding of Carmen, who is Adam, the Adam Project or the Adama Project, who you know as Adam, whose real name is Carmen, and his mate Nicobar, who you know as Eve, or Hawa, were to be put in a habitat called the Special Enclosed Garden of Delight, located in Eden, which is located in Bali, right? So these two particular beings were selected to be put into this special enclosed garden, right? Bali is now a province of Indonesia, which is east of Java, where the bones of Java man were discovered. The remains of the Java man, the first known fossils of the extinct species, Homo erectus. Remember I told you guys we had to go from Homo erectus to Homo sapien, right? This is what this is talking about. Du Bois named his creature Erectus, meaning erect ape man. This name was later changed to Homo erectus. The newly formed beings, Carmen and Nicobar, were to be specifically bred out of this tribe of ape man, called the Homo erectus, which was to be in the image after the likeness of the Elohim, the Anunnaki, to be like them and act like them. The Most High Anu commanded the Anunnaki, Arazu, to build the foundation of a special habitat, an enclosed garden. And the Anunnaki, Ashen, also called Thuyak, was to do the planning of the special enclosed garden. If you go back to one of my previous videos, I had a video explaining what truly happened in the Garden of Eden, who was really there in the whole story. So that's who she is. She was the person that was supposed to do the planning in this garden, called Eden, located in Bali. And there he was to place the newly formed beings, Carmen and Nicobar. The task of breeding the Homo erectus, or the upright man, to an upgraded level caused much errors and mistakes, which led into all types of diseases that you have today. One is called arthritis, you know what I'm saying? Other debilitating bone, DNA, blood diseases, things of that nature are a direct effect from this Adam Project, right? And it took around 600 years, right? It took around 600 years to get to Homo sapien. But there's more to that. I'm going to start going into the scrolls that explain more deeply about everything that I read from the Holy Tablets, right? And it goes into that we are supposed to have a certain amount of corrections, and we still need more corrections today. So it's a lot going on, right? Say something?
No, ain't no person to give.
You said what?
Person to give.
Okay. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to my bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget you can send us gifts, super thanks while I'm right here live to get more of a reaction, to get more personal with me, all right? This is Brother Step. This is what we do. Let me keep going. Now, so the wise scientist Enki, remember you have Anu, the Most High, you have Enki and Lel. Those are his sons. So we're talking about Enki. He was a wise scientist. So the wise scientist Enki decided to hold council with the Anunnaki, and this time in the presence of Anu, to ask his permission in the making of man into their image and after their likeness. And this, the new Most High agreed. Remember, before this, in other situations, they did a lot of things that the Most High did not know about. They did not have a council. They're supposed to be ordered. You have El Kalun, who appointed Anu. Then you have the Galactic Federation. You have the governors. It's a whole structure to this thing. All right? This project became the Adam Project or Adama Project. He, Enki, chose out of the temple of Esherah in the lower world one of their deities named Nergal, who was also his beloved son, for this special breeding of Kaamen and Nicobal. So he chose a scientist by the name of Nergal. Nergal was the greatest of chemists, or magi, from the forbidden land of the many wanderers, the homeless, the land of Nod, or Sub-Nod in Kalab, a province of the city Uruk, or Afra, cursed that wicked place. Aristogale, the Kuthite, was the wife of Nergal, the chemist. That's the reason why he lived in that evil land, the land of the Kuthites. Aristogale was the daughter of Nanar, half-sister of Ishtar. We're going to do videos about Ishtar as well. Her mother, Nin Nashma, was from the Raksasa species, a half-snake, half-Hindu tribe. Her symbol was the Kundalini, right? The first thing the scientists had to do was select the right place. So they chose the creator of the planet Earth. So they chose the center of the planet Earth, its very navel, known then as Lemuria of old. Atlantis, Lemuria, all these different places. Yes, that's what we're talking about, guys. Right between the two salt rivers and two clear rivers. It later became known as Becca, where they both Kaamen and Hawa also caused Zakar, and even Adam and Nicobal cried. It was later named Mecca in Central Asia, called Arabia today, land of the wanderers, Arabs, where the idol worshippers gathered to worship a meteorite from Orion given to them by Elagabalus. He was the sorcerer who brought it from Syria, where it had crashed down, and was believed to be a sign from their deity Baal Hadad, and he had marched it into Rome. The Romans called it the Holy Stone. The Muslims called it Hajarat ol Aswad, excuse me if I'm pronouncing these names wrong, the Black Stone. This enclosed garden of delight was Eden. It was the birthplace of this new tribe of Adamites. Adamites are those of the dust of the ground of this planet Earth, which merely means ground. The Anunnaki, who are called by Kaamen Allahum, were those selected to create this race of beings in their own image after their own likeness. The agreement was complete with the divine confirmation. Aquan Wafi Kawanfin Shayat Hadur exist, and into existence things came. First they had created your sun, which is also a star. And this planet was to be their temporary home. All this is planned by, almost done guys, all this is planned by extraterrestrials. It was an extraterrestrial plan, or simply planet, ET plan, or plan ET. And the moon Shesky was to rotate around your planet and the many stars also. Once everything was prepared and seen again, the elder scientists, Anunnaki Zodiacs, knew they needed 7 periods of 7,000 years to complete this reformation and transformation from Geno Homus, ape-like, mortal beings to immortal beings, Homo sapien, deity-like. While the agreeable Anunnaki extraterrestrials planned a plan, the evil one, Shakar, and his own son Halal, or Samael, right? Mm-hmm. Also known as Nakash, and Shaitan planned his plan. The serpent people, the Luciferians we're almost done, being mixed with the Meldakians and reptilians, but the Drago are more like a snake than any other of them. However, the agreeable Anunnaki's plan was the best of plans. So the ruler of the Anunnaki, negative Anunnaki, called Shakar, prince of the cherubs, who is also known as Iblis and Tarnush, was a reptilian from Meldak, also called Vulcan. He is of the Luciferians, those who breed with frogs, who were beings of the sea that landed here 450,000 years ago. He looked on and waited his chance for vengeance. For being cast out from his orbit by Nibiru, or Nibiru, 24 billion also million years ago, when his seed was wounded. And for the kidnapping of his son Halal, also known as Samael, almost done. And Nakash by the Anunnaki, when they tried to reform him. See, we tried to reform him, to make him right. In order to try to reform him, the Nakash, reverse breeding needed to be done, which the Anunnaki found out could not be done. While on the other hand, Enki also waited with Shakar for vengeance for being cast out of rulership of the planet Earth. See, there was a lot of backbiting, a lot of stuff going on. Like this person said he working with this person, but the whole time they was also working with somebody else, right? This is Enki who did this. Everybody want to throw the blame on Enlil. Enki did some messed up stuff too, right? Also waited with Shakar for vengeance because he got mad because he got cast out of the rulership of Earth in favor of his younger brother Enlil, known as Mnemnir, only 49,000 years ago. Last verses. So this plan to breed a new being had to be prevented. This breeding was to take place in the land of Nippur, which was originally called Nibirki, meaning the earth place of Nibiru, the sister city to Kodesh, which is Gadush, in our language, Nuwabic, and they share the same name. It was one of the cities of Gadush, and the laboratories built on Earth as a replica of the laboratory that is on the mothership Nibiru. This laboratory is called Shemti. All right? So that's a little bit of information about the scientist, the physician, and a little bit more about the Atom Project. The Atom Project or Atoma Project, right? So with that being said, we just read the Holy Tablets. Go check that out. Also, you can check out all our music. We're on all streaming platforms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out our YouTube memberships, And also we have a YouTube merch show. Anywhere from clothing to accessories and different things of different nature, right? I'm about to get out of here. Gotta go handle some business. Love you guys, brothers to death. Gone.